I love making something out of nothing. I'm not trained, but I am brave and determined. Of course, I could hire a professional, but DIY first. Hey guys, it's a few days later. I am going to try to wrap up this project today. I think maybe the weather will allow it. It's been kind of raining a little bit, but I have just a few things left on my to-do list for the front porch project, and then I can say that one is done. One is to finish painting the windows. I'll put the second coat on today, so that means I won't be able to install them until tomorrow. So technically tomorrow I'll wrap it up, I guess, but all the work will be done today. So I'll finish painting the windows and install those tomorrow after I let them dry for 24 hours. Also, I'm going to paint the lights, clean the light fixtures, and paint the light fixtures in the front under the carport. I'm going to wash the rugs, and when I wash them, I'll be able to see if they are still usable. This will be my first time washing them, so I'll see how they do in the wash, and then I can determine if I need to buy new ones. Also, I'm going to check the flower bed up there to see what weeds need to be taken out, so I'll do that. It's not many, so I think what I did last year worked pretty good in clearing the weeds pretty much, but this year I want to try to make sure I stay on top of it so that they don't like take over again. I've already seen a few pieces of nut grass and maybe a few other weeds, but I'll try to do my best to get out what I can get out today, and then just try to stay on top of it throughout the summer. Also, I need new flowers. I didn't do anything with, what were those things I had? I can't remember what I planted last year. Hibiscus? I think it was hibiscus. And I didn't do anything with them, so they're all dried up and dead. So I need to get new flowers for the flower container up there. And we're gonna pressure wash the house, but we're gonna do that next weekend because it's supposed to rain more. So we'll have to get up on the roof for part of that. So we want to make sure it's dry and safe. So we're gonna do that next weekend. And then I need to reinstall the gutters, and I may add a couple of extra pillows in the front. So that's my to-do list for today, and I'm gonna see how much of that I can get done, try to be as efficient as possible. This is like the other one. Layering rug. Did not do too good. But I like the look. Right here. Maybe I just didn't wash it enough. I'm not really seeing anything. Maybe I'll go to the garden section and see if they have any other ones. Now, these are full-size outdoor rugs, which are too big. I want to see if they have maybe some runners or something smaller. I'm just going to get a couple of these because I use them on the patio. I kind of use them to put citronella torches on. I have two. I was trying to get two more, but I don't think I want to pay $17. I feel like I can maybe make something cheaper. Oh, this cute. Oh, get the little frog. I kind of like that. Is that weird? I think that is so cute. It's $10. Corey probably look at that and be like, what in the world? But I like it. Porch and citronella candle set. That's $10. That's cute too. That's $18. Oh, no thank you. I think I want this. So I'll use the two that I have and I'll use this on the table. Corey probably gonna laugh at me. I don't care. I like it. Okay, now that that's done, it's about 12:21. It's time for food. I am hungry. I've only had like some coffee and a tomato today. And I would have normally eaten, this would be my second meal. So I guess the tomato was my breakfast. I'm gonna put the order in online so that way I can just go by and pick it up. But tomorrow I will install the things that I have, all the stuff that I've done today. So we'll pick back up tomorrow and get everything installed. I'm gonna go get some flowers from the nursery maybe today. I may do that on my way to pick up the food order. We'll just see how long it takes, but I'm gonna install everything tomorrow and just take the rest of the day today to do some other things that I need to do around the house. So that's the plan. So I'll pick back up with y'all later. I have a few minutes. Let's run into the nursery and see if there's something we can find really quickly that will go in the front flower boxes. This one, Black Magic. I had no idea what I was looking at. I think I need to add to my list to go home and do a little bit of research so that I know what kind of flowers to get, because I had no clue what I was looking at. And I don't know, since they're going in a container, I don't know. I don't want to waste money and get something that's just gonna die tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a little research. I need something that's kind of low maintenance, but also vigorous, like not easy to kill, because you know, some plants are hard to keep alive, and I don't need those because they probably won't make it. So anyway, I'm gonna go home and do some research so I can have a better idea of what type of flowers do better. And I would like to see if I can get something that's kind of viney, that can kind of run over the side. And my order is ready to pick up, so I'm gonna go get my lunch. Maybe that's the problem. I'm like working on half a brain cell because I haven't eaten yet. So I'm gonna go get some lunch and get myself together, and we'll pick back up later once I've done some research to see what I need to get or what kind of flowers to get. Hey guys, it's later. It's a couple hours later since my last check-in. I did a little bit of research on chat, and I kind of prompted it to, you know, try to give me some idea of what type of flowers would work well in the planter. So I have some lemongrass. I bought that the last time I was here. So I wanted to, since I have two of those, I'm gonna put the lemongrass in there as kind of the background. So chat says the best combination to go with lemongrass. Lemongrass is the thriller, which is the tall central feature. So you want to kind of do layers. So you want the central feature that's going to kind of be elevated up above the rest of the things. And then you want a second layer that can kind of go around that. And then the third layer is spillers. So things that can kind of drape over the side and come down, sort of kind of viney or long stringy type things. So we got the thriller, the big one, the filler that goes around, and then the spiller that hangs over the side. So it suggested some specific flowers or things that may work well in that combination. So the lemongrass, of course, is the thriller. It suggested impatiens, begonias, or taurinia as the filler, and then lobelia or sweet alyssum, if I'm saying that right, as the spiller. So I'm gonna see if I can find, I know they have begonias, I saw those earlier, and maybe impatiens. I don't really know what they look like, so I don't know, I have to read. But then the spillers, I'm not sure about those, so I'll be looking for those two, either of those two, to see what I can find. Alright guys, it's another day of working on the front porch. I took a little time this morning and made a to-do list to figure out all the things that I needed to do to finalize this project. So when I got home from work a little bit ago, I took a little time to clean the outside windows. Again, these windows are the original wood windows, and they've kind of been exposed, they've been exposed since last year when I painted them. So I do have the other pieces in the garage. I need to get the tape and stuff off of them and clean those up so I can reinstall them. But I went ahead and cleaned the exterior windows, so they're looking nice and neat. And then I went through the flower bed and I started to dig out some of the weeds. I'm gonna try to stay on top of it this year so that nothing really gets a chance to kind of take over. The nut grass is a never-ending issue, and I think the only way I can get rid of the nut grass would be to dig everything out and start over. So at this point, I'm just gonna have to accept it that, you know, the nut grass seems to be here to stay, but it is a lot better than what it was at first. So I think that if I stay on top of it, like I'm saying, it won't be an ongoing issue to get it as bad as it was at first, because I pretty much had to dig up the whole flower bed that first go around like 3 times. So hopefully it won't get back to that point again. So, and then also I reinstalled the glass over the bulbs out here on the light fixtures, and I must say they look much better, and I'm pretty sure the light will probably be a lot brighter too, because there's not all this gunk and all that nastiness built up on there and in there. I mean, it was gross. So got that taken care of. They look a lot better. So now I have some flowers. Let me show you. I'm gonna try my hand at actually making arrangements in my planter boxes this year. So I got a few different types of flowers to go in there, and we'll just see how they do. So first of all, I got some begonias, I think these are. Yeah, I got some white begonias. I got 2 of these to go in. Again, I have the lemongrass. It's actually in a pot in the backyard, so I'll bring that up here. That'll go in kind of the back, and then the begonias will go in the front of the lemongrass, along with some of these impatiens. So the pink and the red flowers are impatiens, and I will put, I think I have four of each color, so I'll put like 1 pink and 1 red on each side of the begonias in front of the lemongrass, and then the spiller to kind of go over the side. I couldn't find what ChatGPT suggested, and so I found this licorice plant, and I mean, just looking at it, it seemed like maybe it would spill. I mean, like it's kind of trying to hang with it just in this little bitty pot. So I really don't know anything about this. I just got it. So this will go in the front of everything. I just got 2 of these, 1 for each container, and we'll just see how they do. So that's the plan. And so the other thing that I'm going to do today before I wrap it up is prep these boxes, prep the soil for these boxes. So I'm gonna take out the old soil. I'm gonna like soak it with water and fertilizer, just kind of to mix it up because it's really dry. So I'm going to like loosen it up and let that sit overnight and kind of prepare it to be repotted. So just kind of try to rejuvenate the old soil and get it ready to accept new flowers and new plants. So that's what I'm going to do today, and then I'm just going to call it a day from there. So just kind of ticking things off one at a time until we get this project knocked out. All right, y'all, it's the next day, and I'm going to go ahead and get the plants, the flowers put into the flower boxes. So this is the lemongrass that I had in the backyard, and it's been out there for a couple of weeks, I guess. So hopefully it'll kind of fill out some more. So this is going to go on the back. And then I said that the flowers will go in front of that, and then the licorice plant will go in the very front, and hopefully it'll kind of spill over the side. So yeah, let's put this one together.